Now, let us go back to our topic. We don't care what he says. Me alone, I made millions of Muslims leave Islam, not only thousands. And you will leave Islam too, just wait. So listen to me carefully. Are you still in the stage?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So now, anything else will make Islam make sense to you? So Allah, He make Jesus a creator like Him. It's the will of Allah. So now we have two creators. It's the will of Allah that Jesus can resurrect people from death. So now we have two resurrectors. It's the will of Allah to make Jesus make the blind see. So we have now not Allah, we have Jesus. But there's no proof Allah can do anything. Do you have any proof that Allah can do anything?
Allah can say, kun fayakun.
Okay, name for me one thing He said, be, and it was.
Okay, so He said, be the sun, and the sun became.
Where in the Quran it says He said, be the sun, and the sun was there?
That's what I was told by.
No. Are you making things up?
No, I'm not. It said they told me that.
Hold on. The only time Allah speak about kun, it mentioned in the Quran, like in multi positions, but He was talking. The most important one is when He said about Isa is the same as Adam, right?
Yes.
But that alone is enough to prove that the one who made the Quran is, because neither Isa, like Jesus supposedly, which is wrong name, neither Adam was created by be, and he was. Was Adam created by saying be to him and he was?
No.
Okay, that means this verse is a lie.
I gotta go do some religious research. I mean, this monotheism stuff. Yeah, I think I want to be a polytheist. Probably polytheism seems to make more sense, because if there are many gods, then it's easier to explain rather than one omnipotent being. And the universe was created by itself. I mean, it's easier to understand. But I mean, yeah, the Dean show, this is bull. I'm gonna send them an email, and I'm gonna tell them that you guys are liars, and you should be ashamed of yourself for deceiving me, and that you should debate Christian Prince. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm leaving Islam. I was actually gonna marry a Muslim girl, but probably going to break up with her now.
No problem. You can send it to me. I'm single.
Peace of Christ be with you guys. Today's video is Christian Prince debate with Muslim who joined Islam through these Dawah guys who lied to him. And this video, Christian Prince showed him the real true color of Islam. So let's go ahead and watch this debate from the beginning and let me know what you think about it in the comment section. So let's dive into it.
Ahmed Didat is coming to the stage. I thought he's dead.
Can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
There's a video I want to show you of Zakir Naik and Ahmed Didat. They were refuting Christians.
Tell me what they are saying without playing videos. No problem. Are you a Muslim?
Oh, I'm a convert to Islam because I watched Zakir Naik.
All right. Tell me the idea of what convert you to Islam. No problem.
Well, big problem is I couldn't understand the Trinity. You know, I used to be a Protestant Christian, but I couldn't understand the Trinity. And then I heard about this person called, what is it called? Dawah Network. It's like the Dean Show. Yes, the Dean Show. And then the Dean Show. Can you play the Dean Show?
Yeah, I know. It's funny. They will never debate me. But let me ask you: as long you used to be a Protestant, do you remember anything from the Bible of Philemon?
I was not very religious.
So you did not remember anything from the Bible of Philemon?
Well, I do remember that Jesus is the Son of God, the Trinity, the Holy Spirit.
No, I'm talking about the Bible of Philemon. Do you know? But you did read it, right? I mean, did you read anything?
Like I said, I came from a non-religious family. I was Protestant because my parents made me Protestant.
Yeah.
I was never really
what about the book of Xiaomi?
Like I said, I know the Gospel of John. I know the Gospel of I know some of it, but I'm not.
Well, you see, obviously, you're a false Christian because those books never exist. Actually, the name I mentioned to you is a phone name. Xiaomi is a phone. So if you are a Christian, you claim to be a Protestant. No, you do not. Okay. No problem. So now listen. Tell me, you said you don't understand the Trinity. So do you understand Allah?
Well, I just converted to Islam, so.
You became Xiaomi. You used to be Samsung. Now you became. I'm asking you now. Do you understand Allah?
Allah is the God of Prophet Muhammad.
Okay, hold on. No, this is not the question. I'm not asking you. He's the God of who? Do you understand who is Allah?
Yes, he is the creator of the universe.
All
he
right.
is the Muslim theology.
No. I'm not asking you. Hold on, your friend. You are just confused. You said to me, like what every Muslim says, he's the creator. Well, the Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators. So even the Quran confirms that there's many creators. Is that correct?
Well, Quran is the best of the creators. Well, I mean, that could be vaguely interpreted. I mean, creators, it could be like an artist creating something.
No, a creation. No. You see, here is talking about how to make a baby. So when he say he is the best of the creators, he is saying he is the best of who make babies between others. The verse is so clear. It's about how the baby is made. Chapter 23, verse number 14. So who is the other creators who make babies?
The best to so blessed be Allah, the best to create.
No, not to create. This is false translation actually. In Arabic it says creators. If we change the translation, this is why you cannot trust Muslims. Muslims are liars, you know. Muslims, they lie in the translation. Look, I will change the translator. Look what will happen. The best of the creators. They lie.
That's not what the Deen Shaykh said.
The Deen? What the Deen says to you? What they say to you?
I had a consultation with him, and he told me that Islam is the best religion.
Can you call them right now?
I had a private consultation. You know, I get your phone number.
No, why? No, don't give me. Oh, listen, call them so they can get me busted. Call them, put them on the phone.
I don't have their phone. Like I said, it was on Zoom.
On Zoom?
It's not. They don't give you their phone number.
What do you mean? They have their phone number in their website. What are you talking about?
You have to just get
so this is the
email.
So this is the phone. So this is the phone. They never answer.
You want me to call them now?
Yeah, call them.
Okay, give me a second.
All right. Let us hear it. What are you doing?
Okay, this is the official website, thedeenshow.com. I'm gonna find their phone number.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what they said. Enter your email below. You will receive an email from us. Reply to the email. You have to send them an email, you see. They don't just, there's no phone number. Like I said.
There is a phone number.
Well, I can send them an email, and then tomorrow I can come and bring it to you. Why would they debate you, by the way? You said that you reached out to them. Why don't they debate you?
They are coward. I called them, they hang up on me.
Why did they hang up on you?
Because they are scared.
But when I called them, they didn't care. Like I got an email from
because you are a potato. You know, you are nobody.
What does a potato mean?
Potato mean you are round, you have no shape, they can fool you, they can lie to you, and they can do anything to you. In my case, I will make them shish kebab. All right. So now let us see. Hold on. As long as you will not be able to contact them. However, you can email them, tell them I want you to get busted somebody, but don't say Christian Prince. If you say that, they will never do so. And then you can open Zoom and we can have a Zoom meeting. Is that fair, guys? No problem.
What about Zakir Naik? Why would you talk to Zakir Naik?
Zakir Naik, I went to his channel, the video is there. The guy, he make poo-poo in his pants. Go check it out. He have heart attack. Search for Zakir Naik, heart attack. Search for it. Zakir Naik, heart attack. Do so. And then you can open Zoom and we can have a Zoom meeting. Is that fair, guys? No problem. To get busted somebody, but don't say Christian Prince. If you say that, you are round, you have no shape, they can fool you, they can lie to you, and they can do anything to you. In my case, I will make them shish kebab. All right. So now let us see. Hold on. As long as you will not be able to contact them. However, you can email them, tell them I want you to get busted somebody, but don't say Christian Prince. If you say that, they will never do so. And then you can open Zoom and we can have a Zoom meeting. Is that fair, guys? No problem.
What about Zakir Naik? Why would you talk to Zakir Naik?
Zakir Naik, I went to his channel, the video is there. The guy, he make poo-poo in his pants. Go check it out. He have heart attack. Search for Zakir Naik, heart attack. Search for it. Zakir Naik, heart attack. Yeah. Anyway, listen. Answer what you see in front of you. When Allah, he says he is the best of the creators, is he lying or he is saying the truth?
Allah, of course he's saying the truth.
But when I ask you who is Allah, you said to me he is the one who created the world. If he is the best of the creators, that means there are other creators.
Yeah, but the creation is subjective. It could be
no. In the creation, he's talking about a specific creation. It's about making flesh and blood. This is not about phone. Phone is not a creation. Phone is a creative idea. It's not a creation. Creation is bringing life, giving life. Even the Quran confirmed that. Like the Quran says, if somebody can create a fly, then you can worship him. A fly. So the creation. Okay, so if somebody can create a fly, you worship him. Do we agree?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So Jesus created, according to the Quran, birds.
Yes, but he created by the will of Allah.
Hold on.
So other people
hold on. The Quran says clearly that the one who can create a fly, you worship him. So if it's the will of Allah, that means it's will of Allah to worship Jesus. Secondly,
Allah can do anything he wants.
No, Allah, first of all, there's no proof that this is the will of Allah. Do you have a proof? I can say I'm the one who give Jesus the power. Anyone can say that. You can say that too.
In the Quran, Jesus is just a prophet and slave.
Hold on. Listen. You are just, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 27.
37? You're talking like a teenage.
27. 20. Oh, I really like you. Yeah, I'm 27.
Listen, listen.
I thought you're going.
Listen.
My voice is
Listen.
strange.
No problem. My voice is strange too, especially when I have gas.
I like your voice. Yeah.
But no problem. But listen carefully. So if Allah have the power to give Jesus the power, that means that Jesus have the power. That means Allah is sharing the ability of a creation with his creation. That will destroy Islam, because the monotheism is that there's one creator. So now if Allah gave the creation ability to Jesus, that destroy all the idea. And anyone from now on will say to you, Allah is the creator, is lying.
But
Because
Muhammad had miracles too.
No.
Where he would open his fingers, kind of like Spider-Man, and they would drink water from the middle of his fingers when they're in the desert. And there's another hadith where they were no food, and then the Prophet Muhammad said Bismillah, and he put his hand on it. That's what they said at the Deen show, and then it became multiplied, and they could feed an entire village. All
right, I put once my fingers in my nose, I got boogers. Listen carefully. If those miracles are true, they should be in the Quran, because in the Quran there's a chapter, it's called Al-Ma'idah. This is about Jesus, correct? Where Jesus, he fed a lot of people. So why Allah want to talk about the miracle he did to Jesus, but he will not talk about miracle happened to Muhammad? Then 300 years after, 400 years after, we write miracles Muhammad never did. So the Quran proved to us that those are fabrication. In fact, the Quran says that the Arab, they keep saying to Muhammad, how come you don't have even one miracle? Just one. Look how many times. They keep saying to him, chapter 6, verse number 37, chapter 10, verse 20, chapter 13, verse number 7, chapter 13, 27, etc. How come?
The last prophet and,
no. Listen. It's not up to you. The Quran give you the answer. And then believers say, why not a sign? Why not a miracle sent down to him from his Lord? Allah said, tell them, you are just a warner. So the Quran confirmed that it's not for Muhammad to do miracles. You are just a warner. You are not even a prophet.
Muslims believe that Jesus is the Messiah. They just don't believe he's the Son of God.
Listen. Don't change topic. Don't show me. You're doing like a monkey business. You know, like from a tree to a tree. Focus with me. So does the Quran confirm that even Allah says that Muhammad is nothing but a warner? This is why he don't have a sign?
That's clearly.
Exactly. Yeah. So he never have a sign. Here is Allah saying you are stupid. You know, I will give him signs, etc. No. Right? Okay. So the Quran confirmed that Allah don't have. Muhammad don't have miracles. He have zero miracles. And verses after verses, all of them saying the same. They keep saying, how come he don't have miracles? Look at this. Non-stop. And look at the answer. Why not a sign sent down to him from his Lord? See, the unseen is only for Allah. What does have to do with the unseen? We are talking about miracles. You are talking about the unseen. Like I said to you, how come you don't have miracle? You say to me, Trump is only for Allah, from Allah. What does Trump have to do with me? Why you don't have a miracle if you are a prophet of God, like other prophets? All the prophets have miracles. They keep saying to him, like just one man, like Abdul Muhammad, just one. Do something. Like make a case.
Actually, I said this, and they said the miracle of Prophet Muhammad is the Quran.
Okay, if this is true, that means this verse is wrong. Because he should say to them, the Quran is a miracle. So isn't it this is supposed to be a miracle itself? So how he deny that he gave him miracle if the Quran is a miracle?
Maybe they mean the miracle, they mean physical miracles, like, you know, changing the
my friend, any miracle is a miracle. Secondly, the Quran is full of mistakes. What a miracle is that? But they keep asking him, where is the miracle? And look at this here. The unbeliever says, why is not a sign miracle sent down to him from his Lord? See, truly Allah leaves astray whom he will. What the heck? Allah is the one who deceives who he will. They are asking you why you don't have miracle. You say to them, well, Allah, my God, is a liar. He deceive who he will.
Why not? Allah leads it straight to who he will.
So
I think maybe the evil person. So he may lead.
No. It's not okay. Hold on a second. If Allah is the one who lead you to be astray, that means you were not evil. Before that point, you were a good guy. Because in order to lead you to be evil, you have to be not evil yet.
But Hitler was born a child. He was born.
Don't change topic. Don't change topic. Hitler, he was born as a child, but he was not evil. He was just a child. When he became a growing man, he became evil, like your prophet. But so here, Allah is the one who make you evil. Okay, they are asking him about miracle. What does have to do? Allah will deceive who he will.
Allah will deceive who he will. That's honestly strange. Yeah, I need to ask the Dean show about this. Maybe I'm gonna make a note of this.
You will make a note.
I can go ask the Dean show because, like I said, I'm just a layman here. I had a consultation with them. I have many Muslim friends who's like, hey, come convert to Islam.
I see.
There are many people on TikTok who say, come convert to Islam. Most prominent of whom is Zakir Naik. I think he has several million followers.
I know.
Thousands of people.
I know.
Videos of him converting Christians.
Yeah, I know.
And,
yeah.
You know, they're even atheists. You know,
my friend, even atheist. My friend, Shaitan is a Muslim. Hold on.
Like when he
Zakir Naik
is like he knows what he's doing.
You see. No. You are a radio station. You know, you are a radio station. You are not a human. What's wrong with you? I ask you a question about the Quran. You start talking about everybody except what the topic. If Zakir Naik is a man, let him debate me. I will crush him in 2 seconds. Zakir Naik, hold on. I went to his debate and he hung up on me, the coward. He said he want to debate me. I wiped the floor without even talking to him. 2 seconds, he hung up on me. Listen carefully. Your Zakir Naik, he said that he spoke about a miracle in the Quran. He said that the word Nur means reflection Nur. He spoke about the moon.
Okay.
The video is there. A Muslim, a Christian kid, obviously he was watching my videos. He said to him, if the moon this is a miracle that the Quran is saying that the moon have reflecting light, then how Allah he says that he is a Nur?
Did the Prophet Muhammad, according to Islam, split the moon? And there was a scientific miracle that Dean Show told me that there's actually...
Focus with me. One by one. Why you are in rush? So if Zakir Naik is not an idiot, he should not say that this word mean reflecting light, because he just said Allah is fake. Because reflecting light is not light. There's a huge difference. He's not the source of light. But the Quran says clearly that Allahu nuru samawati wal ard, chapter 24, verse number 35. So your Zakir Naik is a potato. I can give you tons of things that Zakir Naik says. He said the word hur is men and women. So according to Zakir Naik, when you go to heaven, you will F men too. But the Quran make it clear that the word hur is about women. How we know? Because it says this. I mean, I can make this guy shish kebab in 2 seconds. Look what the Quran is saying. Chapter 55, 56, chapter 55, 74. No man if them and made them bleed, open their hymen. No man made them bleed. From where? From where? From where? From where? From their vagina. So how this guy he claimed to be someone who knows what he's talking about. So now you go to heaven, you will if a man?
That's disgusting. No,
No, it's not disgusting. It's you who is saying to me Zakir Naik is great a second ago.
That honestly doesn't make any sense. You know that.
Hold on. What do you mean doesn't make sense? Respect your master. You are the one who keep talking about Zakir Naik. A woman asked Zakir Naik. The video is there. How come men they will get 72 hur, but we will not get any? He says, sister, the word hur. First of all, the word hur mean men and female. So sister, inshallah, you are going to have 70 men. But the Quran says clearly that those are nobody open their vagina yet. So
Islam is such a stupid religion. How is it the fastest growing religion? How is there 2 billion Muslims and increasing? How are there so many Muslims?
First of all, Islam the fastest shrinking religion. You know, when a Muslim they say fastest growing based on who? CNN? Go and see the Muslims, even Mimi Hijab and Mufti Mink and etc. They were sitting together. They says there is an avalanche. Islam is the most shrinking religion. Do you want me to play the video for you?
Yes, play.
Okay. Hold on.
Was talking about the West, though.
No. Muslims is Muslims. Like Muslims on one location.
And by the way, Mufti Mank said the Quran verse that nay, it is not befitting of Allah to have a begotten son. I watched that video.
Don't change topic.
So I mean,
you keep jumping from place to place. You keep jumping.
Okay, play the video.
I'm looking for it, but even the video in my pocket. What's wrong with you? The largest numbers of defectors. Islam is the largest religion of defectors. All right. Now let us go back to our topic. We don't care what he says. Me alone, I made millions of Muslims leave Islam, not only thousands. And you will leave Islam too. Just wait. So listen to me carefully. Are you still in the stage?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So now anything else will make Islam make sense to you. So Allah. He make Jesus a creator like him. It's the will of Allah. So now we have two creators. It's the will of Allah that Jesus can resurrect people from death. So now we have two resurrectors. It's the will of Allah to make Jesus make the blind see. So we have now not Allah, we have Jesus. But there's no proof Allah can do anything. Do you have any proof that Allah can do anything?
Allah can say kun fayakun,
That's potato. Okay, name for me one thing he said. Be, and it was.
Okay, so he said, "Be the sun," and the sun became.
Where in the Quran it says he said, "Be the sun," and the sun was there?
That's what I was told by.
No. Are you making things up?
No, I'm not. It said they told me that.
Hold on. The only time Allah speak about kon, it mentioned in the Quran, like in multi positions, but he was talking. The most important one is when he said about Isa is the same as Adam, right?
Yes.
But that alone is enough to prove that the one who made the Quran is an idiot, because neither Isa, like Jesus supposedly, which is wrong name, neither Adam was created by be, and he was. Was Adam created by saying be to him, and he was?
No.
Okay, that means this verse is a lie.
The likeness of Jesus before Allah is the likeness of Adam. He created him from dust. He said to him, be, and he was.
But we know that Allah, to create Adam, he have to bring dust, mix it with water, make mud, fashion the mud, then make it dry for 40 years, and then after that, he breathed into it. So when Allah, he said be, and he was. After he made all of this, after 40 years or before?
40 years or before. Yeah, that's definitely a question I'm going to have for them. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, to be honest with you.
What do you mean doesn't make sense? This is stupid. If I say be, the God of the Bible says, let be light, light was. God said, let be light, light was. This is the Bible.
Oh.
Here Allah saying, he created Adam by saying, be Adam, and Adam was. But then the same book says that Allah took him a lot of work, a lot of time to create Adam. In fact, Adam, he asked Allah to finish him before the sun set, because Allah was so slow. In the Quran, it says, وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't speak Arabic. I don't know.
Well, that means that if you read, you can read Ibn Kathir, you will see that Adam, when Allah was in the process of creating him, he breathed into him. After all the work he did with his hand. In fact, the Quran says clearly that Allah, he created Adam by his two hands, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so he did not say be, and he was. If I build a house using my hands, using mud, and then waiting 40 years and then after that I breathe into the house to make it alive, that is not be, and it was. Be, and it was, that means there's no time. The second I say be, it was. Here we have a long time. If you go to Ibn Kathir, chapter 17, verse number 11, you will see this. And as you see, everything we say is in front of you. We are not making things up, and this is your books. Can you read the last here?
He wanted to get up before it reached his feet, but he could not. He said, oh Lord, make it happen before night comes.
Is that be, and he was?
No, he said, make it happen before night comes. So it's basically going to have to wait several hours.
Well, it took Allah a lot of time, to the point Adam is worried that Allah, he cannot continue working because he go blind at night. Secondly, the story here is so stupid. How Adam knew that is going to be night soon? I mean, the guy is in the process of a creation now. How he can talk, in fact? I mean, if you read the story, you will see that the one who come with the story is dumb as dumb it can be. So when Allah, he breathed the soul from his head, it go down to his body, it enter his body, from his head downward. When it reach his brain, he sneezed, achoo, achoo. And he said, Alhamdulillah. Hold on. If the life did not arrive yet to his tongue, how his tongue is talking? Because remember, it arrived to his brain, not to his mouth yet. And then he sneezed. He said, Alhamdulillah. He speak Arabic. Arabic was not exist. He praised be to Allah. And Allah said to him, may your Lord have mercy on you, O Adam. Talking to the guy is not even created. When it reached his eyes, okay, so now we know that the breath of Allah did not reach his mouth, because eyes come before the mouth. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so how the mouth is talking before it's even reached the eyes?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's
and then he start tingling. He opened them, you know. He start opening like so, and then like a cat, you know, the cat is just born, you know.
Yeah.
So he opened them, and when it reached his body limb, he started staring at them, brother, in wonder, like, what the heck is this? What is that? He wanted to get up before it reached his feet, but he could not, brother. He said, oh Lord, make it happen before night come, brother. I mean, how dumb to believe in such a dumb story.
I guess the deen show are just a bunch of liars. I mean, I'm out of Islam.
You're out of Islam.
I listened to, there's this person, his name is Sadhguru. I'm probably going to start listening to him. This doesn't make any, I mean, it's just stupid. The deen show did not talk about it. They just talked about the mercy and love of Islam. This just doesn't make any sense.
My friend, I did not tell you the truth. I am the real Sadhguru.
I'm just
I know, no, I'm sharing, I'm sharing with you the truth. I'm sad guru. I'm very sad, and I'm a guru. So I'm the truth. Don't, because those Hindus, they have 35 million God, and they believe that you are coming again and again and again. So he was, I am now. You see, he was a guru. I am the new guru. You come back, multiply yourself. You might even come back as a chicken or a cockroach. You never know. Sad guru. So listen carefully. When you speak about the Trinity does not make sense. Well, there's nothing makes sense about God. If this is what you are talking about. Does it make sense that God, he says, let be light, and light was?
Honestly, no.
Okay. So why we accept? Because he's God. So the word sense, it goes for us, sense about us. It doesn't make sense for someone like me to make a blind see by putting some mud in his eyes. That is impossible, but not for God. So when we speak about Trinity, about what is logical, not logical, this is hypocrisy act. Because nothing logical about God, because he's above logic. He's the Almighty. It's logical that if you want to have a child, you need to have a woman. You cannot have a child alone. God, he can have a son without a woman, because he's God. And who can tell God what he can and what he cannot? So, hold on. A second ago, you believe in Allah, and now you are wondering if God does exist.
I see this stuff in the Quran. It just completely doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's just so much contradictions. I don't even want to explore Abrahamic religions at this point. I'm probably going to be a pantheist, maybe a Hindu. I gotta go through some religious research. I mean, this monotheism stuff. Yeah, I think I want to be a polytheist. Probably polytheism seems to make more sense because if there are many gods, then it's easier to explain rather than one omnipotent being. And the universe was created by itself. I mean, it's easier to understand. But I mean, yeah, the Dean shows this is bullshit. I'm gonna send them an email and I'm gonna tell them that you guys are liars and you should be ashamed of yourself for deceiving me and you should debate Christian Prince. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm leaving Islam. I was actually gonna marry a Muslim girl, but probably going to break up with her now.
No problem. You can send it to me. I'm single.
No, I never said I was single. Who told you?
No, I am single. I can marry her. Don't worry. And muta, we do muta. You know, I have nothing for tomorrow. You know, it's Monday.
But I thought muta is haram except only for.
No, Mimi Hijab was doing muta. Mimi Hijab, he took a Muslim girl to the hotel and he gave her a hamburger and she take off her clothes. What are you talking about? Sunni, they practice muta. Same time, how muta became forbidden? The Quran says you do muta. Chapter 4 verse.
About this, they said it's haram. They said, or something like that.
Where in the Quran? Where in the Quran says haram?
I think it's the Sunni consensus. They have the
but isn't it the Muslim they say? But isn't it those Muslim Sunni? Hold on.
Slavery in the Quran.
Just to show you. No.
Oh yeah, well the Sunnis made a consensus.
The slavery, the slavery never being cancelled. The slavery.
Yeah,
Hold on,
let
me talk.
They did mut'ah and now they do it. Yeah, I think it's just they're picking and choosing. I think they're cherry picking.
Muslims, when they say anything go against the Quran, we don't accept. Quran say you do mut'ah. They bring you a hadith says that Muhammad said don't do mut'ah. So was Allah corrected by Muhammad?
Oh, clearly yes. But when he tried telling him,
but then we have evidence that the mut'ah was practiced during the time of Muhammad, during the time of Ali, and the one who forbid it was Umar. So after Muhammad died, still the Muslims are practicing mut'ah. All right? Yeah.
So when did they start doing mut'ah?
The Umar, because he have sex with one of his daughters, as they claim. All right, he have sex with one.
That's hypocritical.
But this is not my concern here. The Muslim, when they say, first of all, why Allah will allow renting women anyway if he's God? If mut'ah is a prostitution, as the Muslim they say now, the Sunni, why Allah allow it anyway? What kind of God he allow you to rent a woman vagina? So
that's terror.
Yeah. So Allah, you can say Allah as Andrew Tate is one God. The God of Islam is Andrew Tate. He rent women. Allah, he rent women. They both have the same business. And both
Islam to Islam, if you go and you die a martyr, you get 72 virgins in paradise.
Well, I would like to see Nasrallah now having sex with 72. It doesn't matter. He became pieces. I mean, what is left of him? And like you die and then you get the 70. What about I get the 70 now? Why not? Why later? Same time, Muhammad he says that when you die, you will become a green bird. If you die as a martyr, you will become a green bird. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, how you are a green bird and you have sex with those women?
That doesn't make any sense. Maybe they're transforming.
No, it makes sense. No, it makes sense. You will use your peak. Yeah, like, okay, because now you don't have a penis. So what do? You know?
But I thought the Quran said you had. The Quran said that you can have sex with women and have baby after baby there, and you have kids there, and you live eternally.
No.
And of course, man has and earth.
Okay. Muhammad, he made it clear that a Muslim in heaven, he will never have babies. All right? I mean a woman. The one who will have the baby is the man. So he says, if a Muslim, he wished to have a son in the heaven,
yeah,
he will be pregnant and he will deliver it in less than 20 minutes. The translation here says to me, like hour, but this is a wrong translation. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is you. You were a Muslim 15 minutes ago. It was narrated that when the believer, the Prophet, he said, when the believer wanted to have a child in paradise, he will be conceived and will be born, growing up in short while according to his desire. Translation is false. It says he will conceive it, he will deliver it in less than 20 minutes. All right?
So why does Islam have such a cult following? And if it's so stupid, why are people just so willing to die for it?
Well,
like those people.
If Islam is okay, say that to yourself. You're saying to me that why you were stupid 15 minutes ago.
Like I was not zealous. Like I know there are people who are willing to die tomorrow over this. Like I was exploring it.
No, you were not exploring it. You convert to it.
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you were one of those stupid. You're asking how come people are stupid. You were one of them just 10 minutes ago. The believer, he desired a child in heaven. He shall be carried, born. Complete. Look at the first translation, trying to fix it. So the man he will deliver, the man he will be pregnant, the man he will conceive, the man will, and he will have a baby in 20 minutes. Additional to that, when you go to heaven as a murderer, when you are in fact you are being a murderer, you will become a green bird. So imagine those dummies. They are going to be a parrot in the heaven. Read it. Are you there? I think he left. Anyway, he left Islam. You are back?
Yeah, I'm very sorry. My phone ran out of battery.
It's all right. What do you want to say?
Yeah. So let's see. Stated Dawah bin Malik from his father that the messenger of Allah said the soul of the martyrs are in green birds suspended from the fruit of paradise or the trees of paradise. This hadith is Hasan Sahih. So so they believe that when you die, you become a green bird, and you are suspended from the fruit of paradise. So you become a bird. So I think they're saying you become like a shapeshifter. Like movies where
but not only shapeshifter. Like, you will be Allah downgrade you from a human to an animal. Where is the reward? It says the murder reward. You see, the murder reward. How that is a reward? You were a human a minute ago. You're a chicken a minute after.
It doesn't make any. I mean, honestly, that doesn't make any sense.
So now the one who did not die for the sake of Allah, he's a human being having sex with all those women, and now you are the one who is a murderer. You are a chicken.
Well, did Prophet Muhammad take hallucinogenics? Do you think he might have taken hallucinogenics? I'm starting to wonder. Maybe he took some kind of hallucinogenics.
No, I don't think he was taking anything. He's mentally ill already.
You think he has like schizophrenia? Because he swore that he saw an angel. He saw Jibreel. He says talking to him and then asking him to read.
Since he was a kid, obviously there's tons of stories about him. He fainted. He have something in Arabic we call Sara, epilepsy, and he hear voices. Yeah, it's proven that he have mental issue. And on top of that, I'm sure he knew that in many of things he say he's a liar.
So you think he was saying this stuff because he wanted power? He was envious of, say, Jesus or Zoroaster.
Being a fool doesn't stop you from being, asking for yourself for many things. If people are fools, stupid, and they believe me, why I will not? If I am not, I don't believe in God anyway, and I'm taking advantage of those people. So, even if he's a fool.
Yeah, I renounce Islam 100%. I'm never calling these people again. And yeah, I just texted my wife, not my wife, like Khatiba. Basically, we didn't have sex yet, but we were in the process of getting married. Yeah, she said she's leaving me. She says I'm a murtad and I should be ashamed of myself. Yeah, she just messaged me now.
Why you don't ask her to join us here?
She blocked me, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I just, she broke up with me. But I mean, I would rather lose her than be part of this stupid cult. This is just ridiculous. I mean,
no, tell her there's a guy. This guy here is more handsome, and he is 10 meters tall, 7 meters wide, and his name is CP, and he is willing to take you for mut'ah. and we can go to the same hotel of Mimi Hijab. No, so yeah, but I need the address of the hotel of Mimi Hijab in case she like it. You need to find out from the. All right, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us. All right.
Probably gonna be a bad guru, but thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, for being a Muslim again.
All right.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Thanks guys for watching. That was the end. Let me say that for me that was so unexpected. I never thought that it would end like that. This guy was so quick to be honest. He was so quick to be honest, and I do really think now some of you guys can see how it's mission impossible for being a Muslim and being honest at the same time. And it's really good that this Muslim, after joined Islam through these Dawah guys who are absolutely liars and deceivers, he came to CP to get the real color of Islam. And of course, CP always shows, he used these references, the Islamic sources, to show how Islam cannot be a true religion from God. Rather, it's just a fabrication from people, from Muhammad, and of course the source of it is from the evil, not really from true God. So let me say that I was so shocked when it was so unexpected to me. I never thought that he would be so quick to realize how it can be from true God, and the fact that he broke with his girlfriend because he was going to get married to her, and after seeing that it doesn't work, Islam is not from true God. The fact that it was so quick to even break with her, I mean, that was so unexpected. But you let me know what you think about that. And the fact that Muslims, they can't marry, a non-Muslim man cannot marry a Muslim woman, but a Muslim can marry a non-Muslim woman. You let me know what you think about that too. For instance, this guy, if he were still Christian, Protestant, he wouldn't marry that Muslim lady. He would have to convert to Islam first, as he did, so they can get married. But if a man is a Muslim and a woman, for instance, is a Hindu, they can get married because a man is just a Muslim, so that the children can join Islam. But if the man was, for instance, a Hindu and the Muslim, and the woman is a Muslim, Islam will never allow that marriage, because the kids would not join, may not join the Islam, they may become the Hindus the same way like their father. So I think this is a double standard, and it shows how Islam cannot be true, because it's like hiding exactly the real true color. Because if the real true color of Islam were good, there would be no reason to force people to join it, or to make people being born in this religion, so they would maybe not convert, so they can stay Muslims forever, because of they have been born in Islam and have been taught all of these Islamic things from childhood. And it can be really, really hard to convert someone from a religion while he was maybe brainwashed from the childhood. But you let me know what you think about that, and all of those things they talked about. How Allah is the best of creators, and some verses like chapter 23 verse 14, Allah is the best of creators. So of course that means there are other creators, and Allah is not alone, is not the only one. And those who can create a fly, those who can create a simple living thing as a fly, as the Quran also says that in chapter 23 to chapter 22 verse 73, that those who can't create a simple living thing as a fly are not worthy to be invoked, and are worthy to be called upon. But in chapter 3 verse 49, Isa, who Muslims claim to be Jesus, is a creator because he created a bird from a clay, and he breathed into it, and it became a living being by Allah's permission. Even though Muslims keep saying by Allah's permission, sorry, they say by Allah's power, while the Quran says by Allah's permission. But they will try to interpret the verse as if it's Allah's power, while it's not. Because Isa in the Quran says, I shall create for you out of a clay. So he created it by himself, just by Allah's permission. And we guys know that the permission doesn't mean power. For instance, if you have the power, the ability to drive a car, you may not have the permission to drive it, the license to drive it, the driving license. But just because you don't have it doesn't mean you can't drive it. So that's why there is this test. They test you to see if you have the power, the ability to drive it. And then after find out that you do have the power to drive a car, they will give you the permission to drive it. But the permission itself is not the power. So just because the Quran says it was by Allah's permission, it doesn't mean it's by Allah's power. He possesses the power to create within himself. The permission didn't give him the power. He already had it, and he's the one who says in the Quran that I shall create for you. And if he created a bird from a clay by himself, yet Allah, sorry, in the Quran says that those who can those who can't create a simple living thing as a fly are not worthy to be invoked. Therefore, Jesus Christ in the Quran is a creator who is worthy to be worshipped. But of course, those Muslim dawahs, they don't show when they are doing that dawah, preaching Islam to people. They don't show the real Islam. They just lie so they can convert people to Islam. They will never show. They can't tell you, for instance, they can't tell you Muhammad slept with Aisha at the age of 9. He was a slave trader. They can show you how he, for instance, flirted with his adopted son, wife. They can show you something like that. They can show you those verses in the Quran, like with that verse, chapter 4, verse 34, which teaches how a man can beat his wife if he feels disobedience. They can show you that. They only show those lies. We only believe in one God. We believe in all the prophets, but they don't. We believe in Jesus. We love him. They don't. We love him. They don't love him. You can't be a Muslim without loving Jesus. That's a lie. We believe there is only one God who is the creator of everything. He's not, and he didn't create anything, as CP demonstrated in this video to this Muslim. Allah created nothing, even though they say he created everything by saying be and became. Allah can't do that. And if you have watched a lot of debates of CP with the Muslim, he challenged them to show anything Allah created by saying be and it became, and they can't, because there is none. Allah created nothing. In the Quran, Allah created nothing by saying be and it became. They say he created Adam by saying be and it became, but that would be a contradiction, as CP demonstrated. Allah, he created Adam by using his hands, and he breathed into him. He never, from a clay, he never said be. And that creates a dilemma for them, because they will say he did, and CP, a lot of times he corners them when he asked, did he say be before or after using his hands? If he said be before, that means if you say B, then he created him from clay, that means B didn't create him, because he said B and nothing happened. Then he fashioned the mud, whatever, and they breathed into him, and Adam became into being. Therefore, the B didn't work. And if you said after, also it didn't work, because Adam was already there. So it will be like saying to your TV, my TV, turn off yourself. Then it doesn't. Then you go to push the power button to turn it off. That means your command to turn it off didn't work, so you had to go and press it. So whether you would say before or after, as long as you press the power button in the shutdown, that means your command is just nothing. So you let me know, guys, what you think about everything they talked about, and let me know if this was so unexpected. But for me, this was so unexpected, and it was so quick for him to realize how it's absolutely no sense. And of course it is, and anyone who is honest to himself, we can see it. And the fact that he broke with his Muslim girlfriend, that was absolutely so unexpected. I never thought that. And the fact that they were about to get married, that was also unexpected. I never thought about that. So let me say that he became a Muslim so quick, and the fact that he left it so quick, I mean, it's absolutely a good thing. So I wish all Muslims will be honest and see exactly what the Islamic sources says, and see what Muhammad did, thought, what the Quran teach, what the interpretation says, and be honest to themselves, and they will absolutely leave Islam, because it's impossible to be honest and Muslim at the same time. It's a mission impossible. So thanks, guys, again. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Hit that like button if you haven't. Share this video, whatever you want. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check in the description of official YouTube channels of CP himself. Yeah, so take care, and God bless you all.